So, last time we left off, with the instincts of hibernation coming soon, the party of dragons decided to spend their day getting their affairs in orders, and getting more prepared for when they have to sleep. Mizuchi went to inform the orcs, where, thanks to the help of one of the kobold named Big Brain, later renamed Stewart by Mizuchi, discovered that the chieftain's son was planning to attack the group of dragons while they were hibernating. Mizuchi confronted the chieftain and his son, putting them back in their place, but also getting more or less some balance of respect between Mizuchi and the son of the chieftain. She also got a couple of pickaxes for the kobolds from the orcs as well. During that time, Gygus and Galatea went hunting, where they confronted a giant dire wolf and his pack. And after a tough fight, this being the first fight that Gygus ever gotten hurt before, the two dragons managed to take down the wolves and brought its giant corpse back to the cave. And after all was said and done, the group of dragons gathered in the cave around their small pile of treasure and proceeded to hibernate. This leveled every dragon up. Gygus and Galatea gained the title of Knight, tapping into their primal fury of being a dragon, and each of them following their own code that gave them more unique abilities. Frieden tapped into his magical nature as a dragon, gained the title of Arcanist, gaining access to spellcasting as a dragon. And Mizuchi went to lead with her mind, gaining the title of Imperator, giving her access to lace her words with her intelligence and tactical foresight to help with the fight. And the hibernation lasted for about a week. And when the dragons awoke one by one to find themselves surrounded by their kobold followers that they gained, but notice all of them have changed, seeing each kobold seemingly have been imbued by the draconic magic that all the dragons were giving off, and changed each kobold's appearance. Some grew slightly taller and gained more muscles with white scales covering their bodies. This would be Gygus faction. Some grew sleeker and gained a more docile personality with black scales and black lilies sprouting all along their bodies. This would be Frieden's faction. Some grew stockier and gained more defined muscles with light green scales and pink roses sprouting from their bodies. This would be Galatea's faction. And some grew more slimmer and gained a more sophisticated look with a light blue scaled and green secondary color covering their bodies, and webbed feet and hands. This would be Mizuchi's faction. With all these kobolds ready to serve their draconic masters and being led by Littlehorn, who seemed to have gained traits from every dragon, a new age of dragons had arrived. There, we will pick up right where we left off. So, the dragons, all the dragons awoke one by one, and you see that there is a lot of kobolds around that gained these new features. And Littlehorn stands before all of you, having a mainly white scale body and patches of seaweed green scales, mainly covering his stomach, and some black lilies on his shoulders and elbows, and a row of pink roses around his waist, kind of like a belt. He stands before you and bows his head and raises his short sword up in the air, and you hear him go, "We serve dragons!" And all the other kobolds are going, "Yeah!" What is y'all's response to all this?
I roar in joy. Oh. Oh dear.
Ooh, and I will also mention another thing y'all notice as y'all look around. You see the small cave that held your treasure has expanded a lot since when compared to last time. And not only that, for Frieden and Galatea, you also notice that the kobolds managed to mine upwards enough to let sunlight come leaking into the cave. And where the sunlight is shining is you see a patch of grass and dirt where the sunlight is shining, and you see for Galatea you see pink roses have sprouted in this area, and for Freedom you also see black lilies have sprouted as well. As you see among the pink roses, you see Galatea, you see your kobolds are mainly kind of drawn to this. Y'all, kobolds naturally have sensitive to sunlight. They don't like going outside in the sun. But you notice that with Galatea's kobolds and Frieden's kobold, they seem to bask in the sun. They seem to just want to just relax in the sun, sunbathe, and just absorb it. You see that they're mainly sticking there. And for Mizuchi, one thing you do also take notice is you see that there's a section of what seems to be water that's been filled up. It looks like the kobolds managed to dig deep enough where they gain access to the lake that's surrounding the small island that y'all on. It's managed to fill up a rather good sized pool of this acidic water that doesn't do any damage to you, but it's you see that mainly your kobolds are swimming in there, just kind of floating and soaking in while keeping an eye on all y'all. And for Gygas, you see that there's mainly in one section that seems to be designated your own. You see more rocks have appeared, and what looks to be a giant rock that seems to be big enough for you to like rest on. And you see a circle of rocks, kind of like an arena, that's been filled up next to you. So the kobolds have been busy while y'all were hibernating for a week.
Oh.
Busy,
Wow.
busy.
Yes, they've been busy.
You guys are like totally rad for doing this. Like, how how did you manage to pull all this off, little one?
You see Little Horn steps up and go, "We worked day and night with the help of Stuart," and points over, and you see a light blue cobalt steps in front. Before the change, you remember Stuart, also known as Big Brain, just being a slightly shorter cobalt that was wearing basically like a sack of potato that's just covered his body with like holes for his arms and legs. Now it looks like he trimmed up the sack of potatoes to make it less like just a bag that he punch holes in and more of an outfit. He's still wearing it, but it seems more of an attire that covers his body. And you see he's like his back is straightened, and he comes stepping out with this odd sense of confidence that stepped up. And you see Stewart comes out and looks at you, Mizuchi, and gives a very graceful bow to you, and you hear him go, "Mistress Mizuchi, it is good to see you awake, along with the other dragons. I helped lead the other kobolds to personalize your gracious home." And you see he gives another bow, and you know that this is a very big change for Stuart.
He's smart.
Well done. Wow. I am surprised, but mostly pleased. Good work.
God.
You see, Stewart gives another bow. Of course, mistress. It's my honor to serve you. And now that we got all the kobolds proper tools and equipment, we are able to do much more renovations.
Well, have you compiled a list of things to inform myself when we awake?
Of course, mistress. I figured you would want to be in the know of what has happened while you were all sleeping. And Stewart kind of just snaps his finger, and you see another one of your kobolds, Mizuchi, like comes running up and holds out what looks to be a very thin, it looks almost like paper, and hands it to Stewart, and he quickly grabs it and holds it out and begins explaining. While you were sleeping, we went out hunting and got some food. Oh, that's right. Bring food! And Little Horn just nods his head. They're going, you heard him! Get food! And you see Galatea's kobolds and Gygas kobolds immediately start running out on the entrance. But you also do notice that as soon as they come near each other, you see Galatea's kobolds kind of look over at Gygas' kobolds, and one snaps at Gygas, and soon the white and the green and the light green kobolds seem to have a weird tension between them, as they seem to just be snapping at each other. They seem very aggressive towards each other, and eventually you then see one of them, Galatea's kobolds, bringing what looks to be a giant elk, and you see dragging it over to Galatea, and you see one stands on top of the elk and puffs out his chest and looks at you, Galatea, and goes, "We bring food for mistress." Yes, and he bows his head. And Galatea, as you're looking at this kobold and you're starting to take notice of the other kobolds, you see these kobolds seems a lot more feral. You don't see any tools on them. Instead, you see that their claws seem to be a lot sharper, like very pointed on their fingers, almost looking like the coloring with their lime green scales. They almost look like thorns on a rose. And you see the pink roses, like some of them are blooming around their wrists, some are blooming on their shoulder, but they seem a lot more feral, and they gives like a big grin to you, Galatea, and bows their head towards you.
You killed this thing.
Yes, we hunt for our dragon gods. Yes. Mm.
Very impressive.
Thank you, mistress. And you see he snaps his finger, and all the other green kobolds immediately lunge at the elk, and they begin hacking and slashing and cutting open the elk, and begin just stripping, just cleanly stripping him of all the meat, and begins pushing the meat towards you. Gygas, you see your kobolds, and you see that they bring a slightly bigger elk and begin dragging it over towards you, and begins one steps on the elk, and you recognize this kobold as the one you named, Goliath, with his long sword that's on his back. You see that he has the pure white scales covering his body, but you notice on his arms, like going up to his elbows, you see patches of light green, kind of matching Galatea's scale. And you see he looks at you, Gygas, and then kneels down before you and bows his head towards you, along with the other kobolds that belong to you, Gygas. They all kneel down and bow their heads, and you hear Goliath go, "I bring fresh kill for master." And you see he bows his head towards you.
No master. Friend.
Friend. Yes. You see he snaps his finger, and these your kobolds immediately lunge at the elk and begin tearing him apart. You're noticing that these kobolds have more of a slightly taller and muscular build to them compared to the other kobolds. Like, these kobolds look like they're ready to fight.
I'm proud of you. Very proud.
Thank you. And soon enough, you see more kobolds are leaving the cave and bringing food to each one of you. Frieden, you see that your kobolds go out, and you see that they're not running or having that much, what's the word, like energy to them. They seem to be taking their time, peacefully walking, making sure to dodge out of everybody's way that's like coming back and forth. And you see they all are carrying a kind of big basket, and you see it just filled to the brim with berries, like of all sort. And you see that they start walking towards you, and then they set it down for you, Frieden, and one of them goes, "Master, we bring you berries."
Oh, that's like so cool of you guys. Like, I can't imagine how long it would have taken you all to gather those up. Are we all gonna have like a feast now?
Of course, we celebrate the Dragon Masters returning to us. You see, just a lot of them have big, goofy grins on their face, and just like,
Righteous man. I think we should all try and dig in then, and I think we should try and stay away from those other guys. They look a little, a little rough around the edges, man. But yeah, I'm so ready to dig into this. I am starving.
Having overheard you say rough around the edges, Gygas is going to look over and say, well, duh, that's what scales are for.
and you see a lot. You see the guy and Gygas and kobolds going, "That does make sense. We do have scales."
Yes, and such beautiful scales they are, Gygas.
And you see Stewart kind of just looking over, and you see he's like double checking with all the others, making sure that each one of y'all got proper food. And you see he nods and goes, "Okay, good. Everyone got food." And you see he goes back to his list, looking at you, Mizuchi, and go, "The next thing we saw, we had an encounter with the orcs."
Oh. Go on.
The orcs were spotted heading on this way. From what some of the scouts say, it's gonna take them another 2 days until they get here. We got no word on what they want, but we saw smoke coming from their directions.
Maybe they're fleeing. Maybe I won't have to stop them. Anything else?
Other than hunting and gathering food to make sure everyone's fed, nothing else happened, mistress.
Good. Oh. Wow. There is a lot of color in here.
Thank you, mistress. It was by your blessing that I was able to gain your intelligence. Well, part of your intelligence to help me think clearer and have more ideas and more
Useful sentences.
natural way of processing.
Good. I feel that may be important later. Maybe.
and we have a. You see, he points over to each one of your y'all's designated section, and you see, kind of tucked away in the corner of y'all sections, you see that there is what looks to be a small clutch of eggs, just little tiny eggs, and you see, Seward goes, and we got next generation growing as we speak. They will hatch in. You see, he kind of like looks at the paper. About 3 more days, and then the next batch of kobolds will be ready.
Are they food? Batch?
No. No.
If that's what the master wants.
No, I don't eat friends.
Well, if there's nothing else,
Just so
we
everyone can see exactly what I'm talking about. I will bring y'all all to y'all's cave.
Oh, hi, Coco. Ooh.
And this is also to show you how many kobolds are actually with y'all.
I like how I'm the only one that just has. I just have rocks.
Like, there is a lot of them, so I couldn't necessarily fit them all there, so I separated them into swarms. Gygus, you have the most. Since,
I might.
you spent more time with the kobolds, so you gain more of them right now. So far, the total population of the kobolds is now 50.
Nice.
25 to Gygus, 15 to Galatea, 10 for Mizuchi, and 5 for Frida.
Galatea is very smug about the fact that she has more than Mizuchi.
yes, but I created the smart one, so
Better look at all of mine. Just go. Right. I have to name you guys.
You see,
Naming means that we become friends more.
you see they all nod their heads. Friends! Yes!
I'm gonna do something a little bit different and add attention and try and salute them with my wing.
You see they all kind of just look at each other.
We are the protectors.
Yes! And you see they all just... you see Goliath just looks at them, and you see him, hear him, and go, "Light up!" And the Gygus kobolds all stand up straighter and all come into like a very loose line, but still line nonetheless. And you see they all just stand at attention, and at your salute, they try to mimic it, but you see that they're trying to figure out. Like, you see some of them are trying to raise their shoulder to try to salute you, not necessarily understanding, since they're you hear one of them go, "We don't have wings, so how do we salute? I don't
It's your
know."
arms. These are my arms.
"We salute you!"
Okay, I love them.
And then all of them begin to just salute.
That works. I'm gonna come up with a list of each names for them, by the way.
Okay. You see, Galate, you see your kobolds are it's very weird, cause a week ago all the kobolds seem friendly and just nice to each other, more or less. But Galate, you're noticing that your kobolds are kind of just looking at the Gygus kobolds kind of with annoyance, and just they it looks like they have an air of superiority against these kobolds, and you see a lot of them just kind of have hunched over a little bit, and some of them are drooling a bit. But you're noticing that in their drool, it actually looks like venom is coming out of their mouths, as you see one of them as it looks like he's getting ready to spit something out, but you see another one puts his claw on that one shoulder and just shakes his head. "No, not worth it. They're dumb." And you see the kobold just,
Yes.
and you see they all kind of get close to you, Galateo.
That's right. Don't waste your time on idiots like those ones over there.
Yes, mistress.
Good.
Frieden,
See, she thinks that she has the smart ones, but if you're choosing to follow me, then I know you are the smart ones.
we follow the most beautiful mistress.
You do.
Arrogant one.
Frieden, meanwhile with you, all of your kobolds, your 5 kobolds are just like, some are leaning against you, some are like giving you berries like to eat, like some are eating the berries themselves, and they're just kind of they're sitting down, they're just relaxing, and you see some of them are tending to the flowers, like making sure that you see some have managed to make some stone bowls that's filled with water, and you see that they're slightly pouring some on the water, just tending to them.
You guys are like so absolutely precious, and like, how many do we have? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of you little guys. I think we've almost got enough for a little troupe of actors over here. Like, I think we could put on a show for the rest of these guys if they would want it. I mean,
Yes.
we've got to start planning something, man. Like, any ideas?
We could have a play. Oh, we could have a play about how you saved us. Yes.
I love that idea. I, you know, uh, any ideas are great at this point. Not me losing my accent.
You hated an accent, you mean?
That's my
Southern
natural accent,
I know,
and
the
I'm trying
Southern
so hard to lose it.
The southern twang
Um,
is so cute, though. Please continue.
uh, like, you guys are uh just natural actors, right? Let's see. We've got 1, 2. Okay, so I'll have to play like the main role, man. Like, of course, you guys know that.
Of course.
Righteous man, and you. What's your name?
Oh. I'm sorry. I don't have a name.
Do any of you little guys have names?
You see, they all kind of look at each other and go,
That is such a vibe killer. Like, we have to fix
Agreed.
that right now, man. Okay, let's brainstorm some ideas for names first. We've got to settle that first.
You see, he kind of looks over. You see one of them looks at his shoulder that's sprouting the black lily on his left shoulder, and kind of looks at it and goes, "Can my name be Lily?"
I adore that name for you, man. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's name you Lily.
Lily. Yes.
Maybe.
And you see,
Uh,
the rest of them kind of just look at each other. We need more time.
Look, I am here for that. We can brainstorm all we need to, man. And I'm just gonna start listing out some names to them and stuff like that.
Okay.
Trying to find them names.
It is at this point that as all 4 of y'all are trying to just are more waking up and getting a sense of your own individual power, and now your own individual faction among the kobolds, and getting used to this new home. Suddenly, it feels like a sharp strike of lightning goes through everyone's head as y'all immediately perk up and you get this weird instinct that just hits all of you. It's a weird, familiar instinct, and it's something is wrong. Something's wrong in your territory. Something new. Something weirdly familiar. And then it clicks in everyone's head. A new dragon has entered your territory. And you don't know whether it be friend or foe.
I'm immediately gonna run out.
Okay. You're booking it out and begin to... What are the rest of y'all doing?
Whoa, man! Did anybody else sense that like whole shift? Like the vibes are just off.
Oh.
Don't all
Did I
Right.
miss something? I like cut out. You hear me? Hello?
Yeah, we can hear you now.
Okay. Okay, cool. Were you talking to me? Because I missed it as well.
Oh, the last thing that I said was, did anybody else feel that? Because the vibes are off.
I don't know what you mean by vibes.
You didn't feel that brainwave, man? Like that was mighty strong. Like I haven't felt something like that so sure.
Okay, so that's what you mean. It was odd. We should probably handle that. And then there's the matter of the orcs as well. You may have a problem. I hope not.
What's like going on with the orcs?
Well, we heard Sewer. He said they're on the way in our direction. I don't know if they're rising up, but he said there was smoke coming from the direction where they came from, so it may just be they are under attack and retreating.
Hmm. Is this one of those situations that you're suggesting that we do that splitting up thing again?
We have 2 days for the orcs arrive. I don't think we need to worry about that right now. Stuart,
Yes, mistress.
you remember the individuals I talked to you about prior?
Yes, mistress. They did undergo a slight change, but they should still work for the purposes you required.
Okay. Send out a small detachment to check for whatever it is that's going on with the orcs first.
Of course, mistress, as you say.
And if there's anything outside, before we step out into who knows what.
Of course, mistress. We just need to... And all of Gyga's kobolds just followed right after Gygas. And you see Stuart just kind of watches them around just...
That's serviceable. He'll be fine. That works too, I suppose. But do the other request, please. Thank you.
Of course, mistress. And you see he looks you see Stuart looks over to the small lake that's in the cave, and you see some eyes like kind of pop out like alligators pop up like breach the surface, and looks over to Stuart, and you see Stuart just goes, and you see they go right back in.
Mm.
I'm gonna post
Hell
the
yeah.
link in the Discord.
Hell yeah.
It took me minutes to come up with these names.
Mitsuchi, I have to say that was really cool what you just did there.
Is this your sarcasm, or are you actually complimenting me on something?
I I have been nothing but compliments the whole time, man. I don't really tell lies like the rest of you guys.
I don't quite. I think you're up to something, but thank you nonetheless, I suppose.
I am only up to having a good time, Mizuchi. Let's be real here.
And remember, some people's ideas of a good time is very bad for others. Like Gygas, for example, loves to fight things. That's not a good time for the other side.
No, not the other side. It feels bad for them, especially if they're going to be eaten, which is unfortunate. But I sure do enjoy watching them. You know what I mean?
Yes, you just reiterated my point. I'm going to go outside now. You. Thanks. I
Yeah,
guess.
of
Galataea
course.
is gonna very quickly try to go outside before Mizuchi, so it doesn't look like she's following her.
You would have to run past me
Yeah.
because I'm closer to the door, I think, right?
Yep.
You.
Yep, she's petty.
Quickly followed by her kobolds are like kind of running on all fours, trying to keep up with Galatea.
I'll let her go by first. And
You see-
spark.
you see
That's my
s-
plan, anyways.
And you see Stewart kind of looks at Galatea and then looks at her kobolds that are following, and then looks at you, Mizuchi, and goes, "We will need to go over all of their, what's the word, quirks. Yeah. There's a lot more division now between the kobolds, but we all serve you, so there shouldn't be that much tension."
Yes. I mean, I think having the ones that get the more physicality being the most isn't the worst thing. Sure, it irritates me a little bit that they're not mine. But I can't complain about good little soldiers.
We may not be as strong as them or be soldiers per se, but we will do our best to give you all the information that you need, along with taking out any unnecessary complications for you, mistress.
Yes, of course. I mean, if any of them get to be too much of a problem among the ranks, I have the means to. Oh no, one of them disappeared.
As you
Oops,
say,
my
mistress.
finger slipped on the trigger.
Oops, they're dead.
From the mouth of the cave, you hear me say, "Hey, Mizuchi, come here.
I
I need your smarts."
I think I was listening to all that.
Yep.
I'm pretty sure.
Seward may have been talking a little bit quieter to Zuchi, but you're still able to hear it.
Yeah, I wasn't trying to hide it. I make that eye contact with you. I say it. Smirk right at you, like. I'm not too worried about you much.
Mizuchi, you are so cold-blooded. Like,
One of them absolutely hates me, and the other, I don't know what he's thinking, if there's anything at all.
I don't think she hates you. I think she's just a little competitive.
I just start walking out.
Best day, I put my head back into the cave and just stare directly at Mizuchi.
I am coming, you lug. Hold on.
Okay.
And just, I'm coming. Like, I'm walking
Out of-
out.
Okay, because I'm being a dumbass, I hold on to both sides of the cave entrance.
Just with your wings, you're going.
I'm trying to make her smile.
You get a sigh.
Acceptable. I'll move aside for her and just gently bow.
Frieden, you staying in the cave?
I'm definitely letting them go first. And then I'm gonna meander out in just like a few seconds after they go out.
Okay. That's all you all head out onto the cave one by one. You all get out and now standing at the mouth of the cave, and you're looking out. Gygas, how far are you going? Are you just diving right out of the cave, or?
I'm going into the sky.
Okay.
I'm gonna try and get advantage. I tell my kobolds to stay close to the others, but don't start any fights unless I say so.
You see, they nod their head and go, "Yes!"
Yes.
You see, they
I
all
love
like
it
spread.
so much. Oh my god.
They all
Okay.
spread out, and you see that they are grabbing weaponry, like new tools and weaponry, and some have pikes, some have swords, some have like leather. A lot of them have leather armor that they're equipping, and they're all like standing at attention. And as soon as the rest of y'all come in, all of them immediately turn towards y'all and go.
Okay, Sam, I have a heavy request for you. Please make it that over time their salute just turns into them dabbing. Thank you, babe.
They follow your
Oh.
example, so I mean, we'll see how it goes.
Oh boy.
I have plans for things to occur.
Okay.
If you just see their names that I've given some of them. They're surprisingly not as funny as I was expecting them to be.
Ah. Ooh, I love the title for them.
Eee.
I love it. Okay.
I definitely misread Hammer as hamster.
You what?
I misread Hammer as hamster, and I was very confused by what of them was named
Okay,
Hamster.
that's his. Okay, his name's gonna be Hamster now.
There we go. Okay. Then Gygas is taken to the air. Galatea, what are you doing?
I'm just, looking. She's not gonna go, like, fly off and look for something like I guess probably is. She's just kind of gonna, like, patrol around the little edge of the island.
Okay. You see, your kobolds are sticking close to you. Some, one or two of them have spread out, and you see they're like climbing the trees and like jumping in front of them, and just looking around, keeping their eyes peeled for you. And but most of them are sticking close to you and kind of just patrolling with you. Mizuchi, it'll be your turn since you're the third one out.
I'm not really gonna go up in the air or anything. I'm just gonna kind of position myself by the mouth of the cave, and I already sent my kobolds out to look around, so
Okay.
I'll just hang back by the mouth for now.
Okay. You rest up, mighty back. Stewart right next to you, kind of keeping his eyes out and looking around. And a lot of the Gygas's kobolds are all just give a look at each one of y'all and just keeps on. Master, Stewart, yes, and just keep on saluting. And then you see Stewart kind of just looks at them weirdly and just kind of. What? I don't get it. Nah, whatever. Frieda, you'd be the last one out with your small band of kobolds. Anything in particular you're doing?
No, just, really trying to take in the surroundings. Making sure everything is safe and passes the vibe check. Um,
The vibes here.
trying to be super high alert, but like chill about it,
Super high, gotcha.
You see,
Oh,
Yeah, you see your kobolds are sticking close to you, keeping an eye out, and you see that one of them like tugs gently on one of your scales and points over, and following the direction, you see a what looks to be a couple of sprouts are poking out of the dirt, and you see the one that's pointing looks up at you and goes, "Those are gonna be future berry bushes that we planted over there. Bring more color, like you said."
I
I forgive you for every single thing you have done. I love Frieden, and I love your kobolds.
I you little mans are just absolutely adorable. I come here, group hug right now, man. Like,
And they all
get
like
in
extend
here.
their arms and give all surround you and just hugs in.
Yeah, just like group hugging it. Yeah.
Gygus, as
Yes.
you take off into the air and flying as fast as you can, following your instincts, trying to locate the source of this new presence. It doesn't take you long. You being a wyvern, you have a much wider range of flight and much faster speed as you basically fighter jet your way through the air. You narrow it down, and you see something heading towards you in like a very fast speed. Not as fast as you, but it seems to be snaking its way in the air. Lexi, would you like to describe what Gygates is seeing?
Of course. I'm gonna put
Ex-
a photo over in the chat so I know what I'm talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, oh my gosh!
So
So
you see
cute.
a Chinese looking looking like a Chinese dragon that is pretty much pure white, maybe some tonal shifts in the white being more blue or more peach colored, with
Iridescence.
very, very big red eyes, very small horn nubs on the head. Surrounded by what looks like on the ground is clouds.
Is what?
Almost. But
Oh, clouds.
no, sorry. Never mind. I was trying to describe my minions, but I totally forgot what they're named, so
Don't worry, I'll describe it. Okay. Then, as you see this new dragon flying towards you magically in the air, you are also seeing what looks to be even smaller humanoid figure, almost kind of roughly the same size as y'all's kobolds, just hanging on to this dragon, and a lot of them seem to be hanging on for dear life, just holding on to her. Some are kind of riding her back, and you see that they're very small humanoid figures. They seem to have this weird green, or white skin to them, and big bulbous eyes. And you see some of them are looking back in forward. You see some have tridents, and some have short bows, and some have pikes. And you see two of them seem to be carrying what looks to be a basket on their back. And they look like small humanoid frogs, as they're keeping it keeping attached to the dragon flying through the air. And one other thing you notice is this dragon is hurt. You're seeing cuts and bruises, some scorch marks on this dragon. Like this dragon has been in a fight. With that being said, we are gonna rewind a little bit.
Dun, dun, dun.
Lexi, can you tell me the name of your dragon?
yes, I can. Sorry. Tallulah is the name of the dragon.
Aww.
Tallulah, a few hours earlier, you would have been sleeping at the swamp to the east of the current location, curled up in a ball on a rock, surrounded by a small village of Grippleys, the humanoid frog creatures. You got awoken by some of the younger Grippleys, stirring you awake as you crack your eyes open and look around. You see these small, almost tadpole like creatures just looking at you, and you see that they croak and their necks expand a little bit, and then croak out a very smooth tune, like a very like a single note comes out, but all these small ones are like emitting different noises, and you can't help yourself but to match their tunes. And soon, you, along with these small Grippleys, are singing out a soft lullaby that fills this village. And soon, other Grippleys are walking around, begins doing the same thing. You are enjoying another peaceful day at the village. That you were more or less, you were pretty much respected and worshipped at this village, to the sense of them calling you a great spirit that seems to have taken a liking to their village, and they make sure to pamper you and sing along with you, seemingly getting a taste of your draconic magic when you evolved to the next stage. And you were just enjoying a nice, peaceful day until it was suddenly disrupted by a fireball that exploded on the south side of the village. And just like that, the village was attacked by a group of strange-looking humanoids. You haven't seen these creatures before. Some dressed in a weird metal attire that seemed to be covering their whole entire bodies. Some with fabrics that's covered their bodies as well. You saw some with swords, some with staves, and some with a shield. A total of 6 different strangers who seem to have attacked the village, and they seem to be making a beeline to you, Tallulah, and began fighting against the Gripply. The village was very small. It was like practically brand new. But nonetheless, you, along with the warriors of this village, tried to fight back against them. You using your newly discovered magical abilities to try to fight them, but they were just too much for just you and your Gripply minions. And the village, you remember the village elder, who seemed to be with his warriors, look back at you and croak out in their own language, saying, "Go! Take the younglings! Go!" And turns around and begins leading the remaining of his warriors against these 6 humanoid figures, all of them wielding tridents and spears, just charging at these 6 humanoids. And you did your best and took as many Grippleys you could possible with you and flew as fast as you can, not daring to look back. And you flew faster and faster, trying to get some distance from the action. Not sure how long time has passed, but enough to make you and the Grippleys to get hungry and tired, mainly for you, until you spotted a somewhat large a lake. In the middle of this lake, you see an island, and you see the lake has a weird greenish texture to it, and it looks like bubbles are popping from the lake. But you see an island, and you see a spot, what looks to be a cave, and decided that this would be best for some sort of shelter for now, at least to get your energy back for not only you but also your minions. Exhausted and hurt, you make a beeline to this island. And as you're flying, you then spot something rocketing towards you. As you look up, you see this large winged creature flying over towards you as you see the large form of a white-scale wyvern known as Gygas. And we will resume. So, Delula and Gygas, you all managed to approach, and y'all spotted each other. I'll ask Delula, what are you doing first?
Well, I would probably be stopping. Yeah. They're stopping, trying to get his attention.
Okay. You managed to stop hovering in the air. Gygas, you see that Tallulah is locking eyes with you and seems satisfied and stopping. So what are you doing, Gygas?
Out loud, I say, "This noodle doesn't have wings." And I'm gonna look at it very curiously, and be like, "Are you okay?" Clearly, she's not.
Clearly not.
Yes.
Hi.
Mm-hmm.
Hi.
Do you need help? Cause I have a nerd down at my cave that can help you. I love that you knew exactly who I was talking about, Caleb. Your eyes got so big.
Well, I didn't know that was your cave. I'm sorry.
No apologizing. We go. You're safe.
Oh, okay.
You and your
Okay.
weird squishy things.
Thank you.
Let me go ahead and tell my friends. And then you can come down.
Okay.
And then I'll be slowly guide her back to towards the cave.
Okay. Delula, do you follow?
Yes.
Okay.
I think like a big scary wyvern suddenly acting like it's stupid.
And just like, sure. Okay. So you begin to snake your way through the air, following after Gygas, and you see, or you hear one of the Gripplies that are that's riding you kind of lean towards your ear and begins croaking out in their own language, which you took some time, but you picked up their language, and respond to you, or start speaking to you, going like, "Are you sure about this, great spirit?"
I kind of lean, I try and whisper back to him without. I mean, we don't. I'm exhausted, and you're all exhausted. And I think rest and help would be better than trying to keep going with nothing.
Okay, if that's what you think, if things get worse, we will protect you, great spirit.
And I'll protect you too.
Of course. And you see, he kind of looks back at the two who are hoisting their baskets on their back. And you see they kind of look at each other and then look at the one you were speaking to. You see the one you were speaking to looks back at you and go, "But what of the eggs?"
I didn't keep them hidden for now. Maybe we could use some of my hoard to cover them. Maybe.
You see me flying a bit overhead of you guys, and I just duck my head down, looking at you like Toothless kind of does.
Oh.
You see they all look up and they go like, and they all kind of just, you see one of them just go, looks
I
very.
try and mimic that.
I try and call him. It's okay. I think we'll be okay.
Oh wait, those are frogs. That's cool.
Yeah. Kind of.
By this point, the rest of y'all now spot the large winged creature you know as Gygas flying back towards you, followed by a slightly smaller serpent-like dragon following after him. You are able to spot them one by one, and you see Gate, you notice that your kobolds are looking at each other and then looking back, and then you see they all turn towards you, Gate, and goes, "Is this food?"
Not right now, maybe, but I suppose we'll see.
Well, we are ready to hunt.
Gygas is very quietly like, what is his name? What is his name again? Friedan! He's calling for... We need your medicine stuff.
My medicine stuff.
You see,
New friend is hurt.
you see,
Oh,
Frieden, you see, you're in the process of getting fed a berry by one of your kobolds. They're going like, "Oh, here you go."
Yeah, I have medicine. It's called Lot's Rest. I guess I know that this was a long time ago for you, but do you remember Mizuchi and her like really cool thing where she healed the people and it wasn't me?
Oh. Well, I thought because you were like the flower person. The flower dragon, so...
Well, I mean,
I also
like,
have flowers.
Yeah, but you're
I,
mean.
I
Well,
respect that. I totally understand. And Galatea is just her own thing over there, and I
So,
know
I
that
have
I'm.
I've now landed on top of the cave.
Tallulah,
and I
you
just
hear
had-
all of this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm gonna look at Mizuchi next and like, can you help her?
As
And her...
kinda-
I'm gonna point out with my wing, she has frogs!
We
Damn, I love
Like,
frogs!
back a little-
who she is.
She's hurt and she's a friend.
With that, Tallulah, you land near them, and immediately your
Land.
Gripply minions hop off, pun intended, and begin looking around, and they're seeing all the kobolds that are all looking at them. You see these green kobolds that are staring at you, Tallulah, and your minions, and you see these green kobolds seem to just be eyeing them like it's like a predator looking at prey, and you're seeing these white kobolds that are all standing in line with like leather armor and weaponry, just looking at like they look like they're ready to fight, and you see these light blue kobolds that are kind of just studying on you along with your minions and kind of just giving you a very quizzical look. And then you see these black kobolds with a big smile on their face, and they're like, "Ooh, cool, new friends. That's cool."
Maybe this wasn't a good idea. I kind of
Gonna-
whisper over to one of my kobolds, like,
Yeah, he's surprisingly like super confident and like very commanding like posture and voice. I'm gonna say, not food.
The green kobolds kind of just look at each other and then take a one step back.
Sentinels at ease.
that's
Hmm.
Hi. My name's Tallulah. Who are you all?
I'm Gygas,
Hi.
and these are my friends. Gestures to all the white kobolds and the other dragons.
Hmm.
Okay.
Why? What are you? Why are you here?
Well, kind of relocating right now. I was just gonna rest here, but I didn't know that this cave belonged to somebody else already. I'm sorry.
Very well. Huddle up.
Hmm?
You and anyone that needs help. Huddle up.
Oh, okay. And I like kind of
Is that everything?
fully immediately forgot what the heck they're called. Okay.
Gripplies.
Grip, thank you. I like turned to my Gripplies and like, were any of you injured before we left? If you aren't, you can just yeah, like move around next to me. Yeah.
You see the Gripplies croak out agreements, going, as you say, Great Spirit, and begin all huddling closer to you.
Yeah, I think
Okay.
that's all of them.
Okay. And then do my. Oh, I want to put template now, but. And then they'll heal for 7.
Okay. Tula, you regain 7 hit points as Mizuchi. Describe what happens. I'll say.
So she kind of leans back and starts welling up like that pressure of energy, and it kind of always glows like a bluish green, but it just glows a more lighter blue when she uses it this way, and she charges up her breath and then blows it out. Since it's all going to heal, the flames that come out are all these brightly blue, very, very, very light blue colored cold flames that just feel tickly in a good way. And as it just wraps around, it ignores certain people in there that aren't going to be healed, and it specifically wraps around the people that need to be.
So as the flame comes over to you, Tula, and covers your body, you immediately see the Gripplies immediately go into defensive because they just see flames coming at them. Some are drawing their bows, and they're scared and terrified of what's going on. But they slowly lower the weapons when they notice the flames aren't really hurting them. And you, Tallulah, you feel some of the cuts begin stitching themselves back together.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Your minions are interesting.
Yeah. They're Ghibli. They're like frogs, kind of.
What are you running from?
Well, when I found the Ghiblis, they had like a village. It was really small. It just starting. But it got attacked, and we couldn't fight the attackers off, and so the old chief needed to take them and go, and so I took them and just flew as fast as I could. Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know what it was. They were like humanoids, but they were wearing like armor and clothing and leather, I think.
Sounds like something we get to fight.
Well, I would have saw what direction she came from. Was that the direction of where the orc village was?
No, this would be towards the east, on kind of the other side of the They're like here.
Okay.
Because the orc tribe would be to the north. So it'd be the east. Will be like across the river.
Well, that seems to be a bit of a problem. I suppose. I mean, everyone else has their own opinion. I don't see a problem with letting you stay temporarily, at the very least. Maybe good. Just in case this comes knocking on our door next.
Ready.
You could really use the rest.
You can have your individuals speak with Stuart. He's a very commanding blue kobold over there. Have him. He can help make arrangements.
You see Stuart just steps up.
I don't know,
They
Mizuchi. It looks like Gygas's area is pretty comfortable.
I was going to suggest that I was going to offer some of my space for her and her frogs. But don't frogs like water?
Yes, but my water is acid.
Oh, right.
Yeah,
don't think
that
frogs
probably
like
wouldn't
acid.
be very good.
So, and as a word of warning, in case you didn't notice, I don't know how smart these creatures you carry with you are. The lake itself is also acidic. It doesn't harm, well, us. I don't know about you, but they may melt.
They have pretty soft skin scales.
I'm gonna go over and
I don't know
poke one.
actually. Oh, please don't do that.
What are you doing, Gygas?
I'm gently poking one.
As soon as you poke one, the one immediately just goes and holds up the trident and points it at you. And immediately you see one of your kobolds, Gygas, just locks his eyes over towards him, not moving, but just keeping an eye on him.
I like this one.
And Tallulah like wraps her tail kind of like around, like as a barrier between the two of them. Like, oh
I
be
like this
careful,
thing.
Be gentle.
Well,
okay.
I look at my very giant wings. I'm like, sorry.
It's okay. Would Stuart understand that?
You see, Stuart kind of steps up and looks at one the Grippleys and begins speaking in Draconic language, basically saying, "Do you speak Draconic?" And you see the Grippleys kind of look at each other, and then you see Stuart goes into that very simple language that kind of fills the area. No, none of y'all understand this language yet, but as he speaks it, the Grippleys kind of just look at each other again, very confused by it, and you see Stuart kind of just and looks at you, Mizuchi. They may speak a different language that I do not know.
Well,
I can translate if you need.
that would probably be required, otherwise the tensions are just going to rise, and I do not fancy your side's chance should something go wrong, so I would imagine we should try to bridge any gaps.
Yeah, that would probably be good. And like Tallulah kind of turns to the like, they are offering us a place to stay for a bit. They're safe. Curious. She looks over at Gygas. And yeah, curious, but safe. And she like turns back to her Ghiblis.
see the Gripplies kind of look at each other and nod their heads and begin lowering their weapons and look at you, Tallulah, and goes, "We follow the Great Spirit's words." See, they kind of slightly bow their head towards you and just stand at attention, trying to cover the two holding the basket.
What? Do you need anything specific for you?
Food. We do need some food.
Yeah.
What
Uh,
do they eat?
Is it bad to say I don't know?
So,
I don't have access to the book. I couldn't look it up.
while they're doing that, could I have casted comprehend languages and
Sure.
just be listening in?
Yeah, also, why not? You do have that spell ready.
Didn't actually look at their thing in whatever manual it was,
You're-
so you didn't
You're good. You're
have it.
Okay. You cast the spell, Frieden, and cast comprehend language, and as you cast it, you suddenly the weird croaking language coming from the Gripply begins to make sense and translate it magically into your head, where you're now understanding the conversation. Them just saying, "We just need food. Any kind of insects would do."
So food and they and like insects mostly. Oh. And she like turns back to them. Do we need water?
You see, they kind of look at they look at the two holding the basket, then look back at you and just nod their head.
If we could get not acid water, that would be good too. Yeah.
Well, that may require leaving the island.
Okay.
Um,
And
I mean,
one
we have a lot of
second.
plants. So it should be insects, right?
So there were a lot where we were, but it was a lot more like water where we were. 1 second. Like I turn back to them and like, oh, do we need water like really bad, or is it okay for right now?
You see, they begin speaking to each other, and Frieden, since you can understand their language, you pick up that they're saying one is talking to the two with the basket on their back, and go like, "How are the eggs? Are they okay?" And go like, and you see one like opens up the lid just a little, peeks their one of their eyes in there, and goes, "I think they can last at least one more day." And checks the other basket. "That might be pushing it, though. Some of them may die, but a good majority will remain alive."
Okay.
Lula, don't you worry. Like, I've got your back here, man. I don't know about these other folks, but I can definitely help you find some water, like, pronto. I know it's pretty urgent. I mean, when you're wounded like that, I mean, I totally understand.
Oh. Yeah, I was just gonna say that as long as we had it within a day, it would be okay. But if you're willing to help me look for some, that'd be great.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be righteous. Don't you worry that little head of yours.
I don't know what that means, but okay.
Wonderful. Did you want to go with me? It's always better in pairs. Galatea knows all about that.
Well,
If you want, your friends can stay here if need be, and we will keep them protected.
Maybe we could find them a place to be for a little bit while I go look.
Okay.
Should they maybe in the cave, or we could look for a different place? I don't know.
Maybe they could rest in the cave, because that might be best. Now?
Yes, it'd be out of the way.
And they'll be safe in case something happens.
That would be preferable, as they're safe.
Protect them. You go get water.
Okay. I should probably stay and make sure they get situated first. Or, oh, I know. Yeah, I turned to that one. Follow the one that approached you earlier. I was trying to talk to you. They're gonna take you to a place you can rest. And yeah, so you could just have the steward maybe take them to a spot that they can be in. And I can go with. I turned to Frida and I didn't get your name.
Oh, yeah, sorry about that. I lost my manners a little bit there, didn't I? It's Frieden. The snarky one over there, that's Galatea. The other snarky one over there is Mizuchi.
Okay. And I'll go with Frieden to get water then.
Okay. So we got Frieden and Tallulah heading out to go gather some water. I would ask y'all before you head out, because I'm nice like that, how y'all gonna transport it back?
Oh, that would be good to figure. Do we have baskets of some sort we could use?
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna see if I could get some of my kobolds to go with me, since they have little bowls and stuff.
That might not be enough.
I'll be nice here, because a little fun fact according to the source book with involving everyone's dragon. The way they describe it in the book, apparently all of you have pretty much a separate pouch in y'all's throats that y'all mainly use to transport treasure.
I was actually thinking about that exact same thing. Like, can't you just do that?
Yeah, you have the ability to basically have like a second pocket where you can store your treasure in, like while you're transporting, so it's much easier to transport. The only caveat to there
Tallulah is currently transporting her stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So
the only caveat is depending on what items y'all have in that pouch, is it would weigh you down a little bit.
Yeah. Well, if we're gonna transport water that way, then I need a place to put my hoard first.
Put it in my spot. I won't touch it. That's protected. Glares at Galatea.
Okay. Okay.
You can trust me.
problem with me.
So, well, I guess I'll go in the cave first with my Ghiblies.
Okay. So, until you go into the cave following your Grippleys, who are following Stuart. With Stuart kind of looks over at you, Mizuchi, and kind of just tilts his head at you, kind of waiting for confirmation on if this is what you want.
Go ahead.
As you say, mistress. And begins leading the group into the cave, and you're seeing a lot of the kobolds are just kind of looking at each other. It's very confused on what exactly is going on. Um, gotta tell you, you're hearing from your kobolds going, they don't have scales, so they must be food because they're not dragons. But why are they with another dragon god? I don't know. This doesn't make sense. We should hunt them. No, mistress hasn't given us permission. We must get her blessing before we can hunt them. And they just keep on talking back and forth. Gygas, you're picking up on your kobolds are saying they look weak. They don't look that strong at all. Not warriors like us. They'd be boring to fight. Yeah. They seem cool though. Friends. Yes, we protect friends. Frieden, you're
I'm
here.
not in approval.
Frieden, you're hearing your kobolds and go. They seem super sad. Like they just need some friends and they need some comfort, and then we can just all be peaceful here. And then you see the five just nod and go like, "Yeah, man, we got this." And Mizuchi, you're seeing the few of your blue kobolds are just studying the Grippleys walking into the cave, and you hear them talking back and forth and going like, I don't know what they could be useful for. I don't know. If they're like frogs, then they should have long tongues, right? So maybe we can use them? I don't know. Maybe for parts? They want to make good material for our tools or the recent projects we're making. So that's all the snippets of conversations y'all are all hearing from y'all's individual kobold faction, trying to understand the Gripply race that's now entered their home.
Say that what?
Oh, I'm just saying that's all the conversations y'all are hearing from your kobold factions, who are just kind of confused on this Gripply race that have now entered their home.
As one passes under me, I'm gonna sniff it and then sneeze.
The Gripply?
Yes.
Okay.
I smell a frog and sneeze.
Okay. You sneeze at them, and the Gripply is small. Like they are pretty small creatures, like 2 to 3 feet tall. So, Gygas, your nose is basically almost as big as them.
Gentle sniff, and then like I do a little cat sneeze. Like,
No, you already said what you said. So you
damn it! Oh dear.
and knocks one of them over, and they're just like falls to the ground, and the other Gripplies are just like, they look at you and they like help their
Sorry.
friend up, and they're like
Sorry.
pulling him into the group, and they're quickly just scurrying along.
They smell funny.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Does Tallulah see that happening?
Oh yeah, you saw
No,
it.
she sees as a giant idiot that's just constantly bothering her frogs.
Like I try to hurry them in the cave, like reassure, like he didn't mean. He was just trying. He's curious. It's okay.
He's just stupid.
He
It's
didn't mean to.
okay.
It's okay. Oh, she's like just anxiety all over everywhere.
All right. That's all y'all scurry in Tallulah, you and your Grippleys go into the cave and go to Gygas's section and begin depositing your hoard, I'm assuming?
Yep.
Okay. Then, as you're regurgitating your hoard, describe what your hoard is.
So it absolutely is like spitting this up all over the floor. It seems it's mostly just a lot of things that would be considered soft texturally, like feathers or moss or flower here and there, certain like plant life, that like fur that she's found that she liked the texture of, things like that. Both in large amounts and small amounts.
This would be a considerable size that she's coughing up, because it is enough to have brought her to level 2, to where y'all are at. So it's a good size.
Gygas is just gonna watch this. You're like, did you like swallow a lot of chickens or something, or birds? Are you okay?
It's my hoard.
Just
And like, there's a
exaggerated.
concerning amount of moss in there. I'm just gonna say it now. She has a lot of moss.
If you've seen a puppy do the head tilt thing, it's Gygas is doing that, except his head's almost completely upside down in pure confusion.
Nothing like another dragon judging your hoard.
I'm just confused.
Galatea was also watching it to see if there was anything she would want to take. But if there's no, since
Yeah.
she sees there's nothing sparkly, she's just gonna like look away and not.
Oh wait, Mockingbird.
It's soft.
What?
And they're soft.
You see the
I like it.
Gripply are like kind of crowding around her hoard and kind of like setting it out neatly and just like spreading it around. And you see they take off their basket and begin setting it gently on the mound of soft materials and begin like sitting down around and just keeping an eye out.
Tallulah, I can't help but notice, man, that you have some feathers in there. Like, and I'm gonna pull out my necklace that the orcs made me with feathers on it a while back. What do you think about this? I mean, isn't this just like the coolest thing that you've ever seen?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, Tallulah,
Hey,
as
can I like
you see
go up it?
No, we're good. You see Freedom pulls
Gonna say-
out a beautiful flower necklace that's big enough to go around Freedom's neck, just made with beautiful, lush flowers of like a lot of it's different colors, but the main theme seems to be a darker color mixed with a bit of yellow to complement Freedom's scales.
Her eyes go like kind of shiny a little bit, and she like gets. Can I feel them?
Absolutely,
She, like,
man.
And because she has no arms, she just kind of bumps her nose against them, like softly.
They are
Wonderful.
some of the softest flowers you have ever felt.
Where did you get
No.
them?
Oh, I mean, I could totally show you where I got them from, but I don't know if that you're really up for that right now, depending on those wounds. But maybe we could find, like, maybe some along the way to the water. And
Okay. And she's like clearly trying to restrain herself from just straight up snatching the necklace at this point.
Should we have a place made so you can put your water in it?
That
Because
would
there's
probably
no-
be good. And she like has to physically tear her eyes off of the necklace.
Tell me
that
where you
would
want it.
probably be good.
Tell me where you want it.
Oh, uh, well, just maybe near where I put my hoard, or
You're gonna-
if that's a good. I don't know what a good spot would be.
So where on the map would you have put your hoard?
Well, if it would decide to load,
That's not good.
maybe.
Man, I thought I found the right size for you.
No, I think it's just my computer decided to, because I wasn't currently on the tab, it was like, oh, yeah, you're not using this, and so it was all white. The whole thing. I'm like, why? Okay. Got it. I would have put it pretty where I am.
I'll tell my kobolds to start carving out a little space near the corner where against the wall. Like a little a divot so there's plenty of space for them.
Yeah, that's good. That's a good spot.
Your kobolds nod and begin disarming themselves, like taking off their leather armor, putting away their weaponries, and they run up to Stuart, who looks at them and goes, "You heard, the dragon god. Go get the tools." And you see they all nod their heads and begin running to another side and begin equipping themselves with relatively. Some have the pickaxes that Mizuchi brought back from the orc village, and some look to be replicas of those pickaxes, but instead of like metal that was used in the original, they seem to be very sharp pointed rocks that have been more or less cleanly carved to match the same shape. And some of these rocks that have the point that are on the end with in a point, they seem to have like a very tough texture to them, so they seem to be a lot stronger than the rocks that they're mining. So
make sure it's big enough for all of them. New friends must be comfy.
Sorry, I have to be right back. Just
That's
a
okay.
second.
okay.
I'm gonna stuff my face with a burger really quick.
Okay. So as the guy gets his kobolds begins going getting to work, what are the rest of you doing?
I think I'm going. Sorry, I said I think, and my brain just lost everything.
You don't think?
I'm gonna go out and do like a fly overhead. I'm gonna try to get like a visual without going too far towards it. Like the burning villages or whatever, burning whatever.
Okay.
That they said.
You begin exiting the cave and take off into the air. Galatea, what are you doing?
I will just gather all of my kobolds in and have them just kind of watch the little frogs, make sure they don't do anything, make sure they don't touch my stuff, basically.
Okay. And Frieden, I'm assuming you're just waiting for Tallulah to get ready as y'all take off to go get some water?
Sorta. I'm going to. Yeah, I'm definitely watching, but I'm gonna message Galatea since I'm watching her watch the other Gripplies and stuff. And I'm just gonna like message her and just say, I think they've got eggs, man, like little guys there.
Okay. And?
I believe that's why she's so desperately wanting some water, to like help out her little guys.
Well, then it's a good thing you're going to help her find water, isn't it?
It is. I mean, they just seem so helpful to her, right? I mean, we definitely want her to feel more comforted here, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, do you really mean it, Galatea?
Of course I do.
Are you
She's half
sure?
snarling.
What was it?
She's like kind of snarling. Like, not trying to. She's angry.
Oh, there's that beautiful smile that I had know you have. No use in hiding it.
I'm sorry, but my brain is kind of stupid, so I thought you were going to say, there's that beautiful bean footage. I'm hungry. Okay, I'm sorry.
Continue.
Well, anyway, I just figured someone else should know that. You know, just to keep an eye out while we go look, you know?
I'll be sure to keep a good eye on them.
Definitely. You have the prettiest eyes here, so I can only trust you to do that.
Mm.
I know.
Alright, Benzuchi, what are you doing?
I was going out and flying around.
Right. I don't know why my brain completely forgot about that.
I was like, did I miss what happened there? I'm sorry, I don't think I was zoned out that hard.
Alright. So, Delula and Frieden, y'all are taking off to go find water. Delula, you know that when you were flying over, you passed by a river, so that's a good spot to get some water. So, Delula and Frieden, y'all take off and start flying in that direction to get some water. And
Yeah.
Mizuchi, you take off into the air. We'll go with your point of view. As you take off in the air and begin patrolling around, and you said you're heading towards where the orc village is at?
Wherever the. Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah, wherever the smoke was coming from?
Yeah.
Okay. So we'll go back to the territory map. So you take off into the air and begin making your way in that direction. And takes you a bit, maybe an hour, hour and a half or so of flying towards it. And how close do you want to get? Like, are you just going straight to it, or like? Are you...
I want to get at least close enough to try and see within reason
Okay.
at first, and then if I can't really spot anything, I might get closer. It depends.
Okay. Then I'll say, as you fly into the air and get more closer to this orc village, you then manage to catch sight of it, and you see the big smoke that's being filled up seems to be coming from a fire that's been more made. It seemed to be like a big pile of woods in the center of the tribe, or the center of this camp. And you don't see any tents pulled up. You see that all of them are gone, and you see what looks to just be the fire seems to be burning up what looks to be useless junk, like some scrap woods and everything. Just seems to be left there for some reason.
Mm-hmm. Huh. Okay. I'll get a little bit closer.
Okay. As you get closer, I will say you get closer to the village, and are you landing in the village, or are you gonna, or the campsite?
I want to kind of canvas it from an air above first.
Okay. I'll say for this point, make me a perception check.
Let me make. Oh, it didn't add anything to it. I think I get anything. No, I should.
You should get a +4.
Should be +4.
Oh,
yeah.
well, you rolled a 6.
Oh. Okay, I see now. There it goes.
Okay, so you're trying to keep your eyes peeled, looking around, doing flybys, just circling it at a good, safe enough distance. But it's kind of hard to see due to that large smoke column that's still going into the air. So it's hard to make out anything in particular from your distance.
Okay, I will plan to do that.
You say?
Something.
Hmm?
Yeah.
Okay. So you land at the campsite and begin looking around.
When do I roll to get back my own thing?
Oh, you can keep rolling. The rolling thing is mainly for like in combat. So it's basically like you roll at the beginning of each of your turns, so you can like keep on constantly rolling it till you get it.
Okay, I was just asking like in the time in between. Would you say it would just recharge naturally in the time in between as I used it, or?
Yeah, I'll say that since you're not in combat. So
Well, I hit the button. I only do it once.
here, I got you. Easy fix on my end. No worries. Okay, so you land and begin looking around, and from this point, I'll say you do make out what looks to be a lot of footprints gathering and are trailing around the campfire, and you see what looks to be wheel marks heading in your home's direction.
Wheel marks?
Yeah, like trail marks of wagons.
Hmm. Does it? I might have missed it. Does it seem like they? Does it really seem like they packed up, or in a hurry, or like they were forced out? Is it really destroyed?
I'll
Like
say
a battle?
make me an investigation check. Okay. Looking around and observing the surroundings, you're seeing all the clear patches of grass where tents used to be set up, and you're seeing lots of footprints and trails going all over the place. Based on your 21, it doesn't look like you notice that one thing you notice is nothing has been left behind. So it doesn't look like they were in necessarily a rush. It more along looks like that they just simply packed up and they left.
Hmm. Interesting. I'll kind of fly and follow the tracks for a while.
Okay.
Not trying to be too obvious, but I'm a dragonfly in the sky, so there's only so much you can do.
Okay. Then I'll say for this one, make me a survival check. See if you can follow the tracks. Okay. At the same time, we will go to Frieden and Tallulah. As y'all are flying in the air, heading east to go to the river. It doesn't take you long, maybe an hour, give or take. And as y'all are flying further and further to the east, y'all come across the running river. Frieden, you take, or both of y'all take notice that some of the animal wildlife are drinking from the river, and as soon as they spot you, they begin scattering around, and you do get to the river. So, what would y'all like to do?
After you, man. I'm just very curious to see what you're gonna do here.
Okay. Well, Lila would go up to the river, like floating above it, and just like tilt her head down to start putting water
Mhm.
in her throat sac.
Okay. sorry, filling up. And Frida, you as you're watching, you notice that uh, Tallulah's size begins to get a little bit thicker. Like you notice that I apologize. She gained a little bit extra weight.
She's like a week and a half old, man. I don't think she cares.
Wait, she had legs?
No.
She's a noodle.
He said thighs. I was very confused.
I mean, I don't think I've got legs
Throat.
either.
She's a noodle.
Just right, noodle.
I'm a noodle. Danger noodle.
Wow, I'm gonna have to try that out myself here. That was really cool. I mean, well, yeah, let me try that out, and I'm just gonna imitate her.
You reach down and begin doing your best to imitate her, and you feel the presence of the empty sack that's in your throat and begin diverting the water into it. And soon enough, you start feeling yourself gaining a few pounds just as you feel the water of the river just rush down your mouth until you're roughly the same size as Tallulah.
Tallulah, you Jim, where did you learn how to do that?
Oh, I mean, I had to transport my hoard here somehow.
Right. Well, Tallulah, I'm also like dying to hear about the rest of your story. Do you think you could like fill me in on that?
Uh, you mean like me finding the village, or?
Oh, spare no detail. I want every single juicy bit of it.
Oh, okay. It's not all happy, but I can tell you, yeah.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, I was, of course, an egg, and dragon eggs are cool and all, and like, you can hear everything, your parents teach you stuff. And I had like a really, really big pack because of the kind of dragon I am. What are I don't exactly remember what they're called. I know my parents told me at some point. Can't recall. That's okay. But we were moving. And my parents like had me in their like throat thing. That's also kind of how I knew about that. I think we had just like settled down for the night or something. And this, and then, I don't know what happened, but it sounded like there was danger or something. And then like I knew that some of the eggs got picked up, but not all of them. So I think I got left behind somehow. Or like maybe I rolled out. I'm not sure. I don't really remember all that well, being inside an egg. And then I hatched a while later, and I just was wandering around one day and found the Gripply, the little frog dudes, and yeah, started learning how to talk to them, and I got started on my horde, and yeah, that's pretty much it before I got attacked.
That's like so tragic that you got attacked. My condolences, man, because that could not have been easy. I mean, so you said these humanoids were like wearing armor and had all these big scary weapons and all?
Yeah, I they seemed humanoid. I'm not sure what they were, but yeah, it also seemed like they could use fire somehow. I don't know how they did that though.
So the fire hurt you pretty bad then?
Yeah, it really hurt the group more, but yeah, A little bit.
That is so interesting. You know, I think I could write a pretty good story about that if you don't mind me documenting it.
Um, sure. I guess.
That is so righteous. I am so glad that I have your approval for that. We'll get it started immediately. Me and my troop back at the cave are just dying to have something to enact. So we'll start working on that and we'll put on a little performance for you. And I think it's just going to be stellar.
Oh, okay. Sounds kind of cool.
I mean, I saw to your horde, I couldn't help but notice you love the soft things. But I mean, I wouldn't consider you a soft thing, of course. But you know, I asked the rest of our crew what their goals are. So Tallulah, what are your goals? I'm very curious. I think this would really help me get the objective of, you know, the focus of this play together for you.
Well, um, actually, a part of the dragon that I am is that we're all really um we have this thing called an ancient dragon song, and my goal is to create a part for it. Um, which to do that I want like a lot of life experience so I could be inspired for it. You know, um, yeah, it's pretty cool.
I am your number one fan already. I am enamored with you, Tallulah. I cannot wait to hear you sing. Like, lay it on me, man. What are you waiting for?
Oh, um, oh, jeez. Um, well, I don't really have much of it written yet, but I could sing you the parts that I know from what my parents taught me.
Oh, I sing away, man. I am just ecstatic over here.
I don't actually have the song prepared yet, so
No,
I'm
you're
just
good.
I'm
So
not gonna sing like I did in the other one.
we're good. We're good. But Tulula, give me a performance check.
Okay, here we go.
This would be with advantage.
Yeah, figured.
All right.
Ooh.
So Tulula, you begin prepping yourself, and um, I'll say, well, I'll ask you with the 21, you're able to obviously succeed, but how do you like prep yourself, or how do you like get ready to sing in front of a new person?
um. So this is she just proposed the way that she was kind of told to when her parents when she was like in the learning stage and like her parents were teaching her this. So she just still floating kind of coils around herself to appear larger and like oh to, to appear larger and to just kind of be like, you know how snakes coil around themselves like when they're sleeping or they're gonna like try and climb up something like that. Like that's the kind of image that she kind of looks like a little bit, you know, but floating in the air and like more loose, less resting on herself, more just kind of coiled around. Yeah.
It begins performing a very beautiful song, mainly filled with notes and uh, lullabies. No real words yet, because like she said, she's still working on it, and it's not much, but still able to bellow out a very beautiful song that fills the air.
Tallulah, you gifted and talented soul. That was brava, man. Like, so wonderful.
Thank you. But that's my goal, is to add hopefully words to it, or even just a good part.
Don't you worry your little head. I can definitely help you workshop that. We can collaborate if you want to. I I'm just happy to be a part of your story. And don't worry about those other guys. If they're up to their own things like world domination, don't worry. That'll fizzle out. They're gonna not last as long as you and I, Tallulah.
Um, oh, I hope they don't fizzle out. That'd be really sad.
Well, you know how it goes when you seek out war. It's often delivered to your door. Haha, see, there's a rhyme for your poem there.
Oh, that's so sad. I don't want them
Yeah,
to go away.
well, I wish that they could see that as well. It is quite sad, their fortunes and their fates, but that is what the universe has in store for them, I'm afraid. I'm more than likely sure anyway. That's what all the other stories that I've heard about anyway. So, but don't worry, we
Well,
can sing about them and enact their courageous tales.
mm, well, I hope their goals go well and that they don't fizzle out. But
Be righteous, right?
yeah, yeah, I still don't know what that means.
I will say, it would be Tallulah. You would actually be the first one to take notice of this, as you're
Oh.
talking to Frieden, and you're trying to get a good sense of what Frieden's like, and comparing to the other dragons that you just met. You then begin to hear some noises. It sounds like voices coming from, I'll say, the opposite side of the river, more eastwards. And it seems to be heading towards your direction.
Oh dear. Um,
Oh,
I hear voices.
wonderful. More folks to add into our choir.
Um, I don't know. They're coming from the direction that my old village was.
Very keen observation. Uh, Let me listen too, and I'm just gonna listen in, Sam.
Okay. You perk your ear up. You're gonna need to cast comprehend language again because it did run out. It only lasted an hour.
Okay.
So, you cast comprehend language one more time and begin keeping your ears open. And Tallulah, you don't understand this. It sounds like the same simple language that Stuart, the blue cobalt, was trying to speak to your Gripply. It sounds the same simple language, but Frieden, you hear. I'm telling you, I heard that dragon's voice again. It was coming from the river. And I'm telling you, you are insane. There's no way that dragon would rest here for whatever reason. And you hear another voice go, Look, we have our assignment. If we want to get into the Dragon Hunter Guild, we need to bring the head of an actual dragon, especially a newborn. And did you see the dragon? It was a song dragon. Those are rare. Imagine what we can get for her scales. And just her head alone will guarantee us access into the guild. And you hear a voice go, Well, I personally just want to fight it. I think I can take it out by myself without your help. And you hear another voice go, Yes, but you are stupid, which requires me to heal you constantly. Either way, let's go check out where Nebun was hearing the voices, the song apparently. Let's go. So that's what you hear, Frieden. As it sounds like it's getting closer and closer to y'all.
Tallulah, I thought that I was your number one fan, but you have some wonderful, wonderful fans hunting you right now, and I mean like literally hunting you.
I'm
They
doing.
want, yeah, they want your head, and I mean it's a pretty head. I understand why they'd want it.
I don't think that's a good thing.
I mean, objectively speaking, no, but it could be
Because
exciting
if they
to
want
add
it,
to
does
your
that mean I get to
story.
keep it?
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear you.
If they want it, does that mean do I even get to keep it if they take it?
Oh, your head? I mean, I think that you would probably tragically die, which I can't have. There's a lot of story to be told here. But, maybe we tell that story some other time when we have Gygus around because he loves violence.
Yeah, maybe we should go.
Um, Sam, how far away are we from the cave? Like, am I within 120 feet?
Not 120 feet. It took you
Okay.
about an hour just to get to the river.
Okay, we're very far then.
Yeah, you're a
Um,
good distance away.
I am going to regurgitate that water and spit it out. Well, that was a lovely trick that I learned, but I don't want to be any slower on the way back, so I'll meet you at the cave, Tallulah. Come on.
Everything you take off.
She's like panicked. Tallulah is quickly going to why? Okay. Does she hear the voices within 100 and oh my gosh, wait. 120 feet? Like the voices itself?
I'll say from the distance you are, I'll say yeah. From 120 feet, yes.
Cool. She's gonna quickly cast Fog Cloud in the direction that she heard the voices from.
Okay.
I apparently don't have a spell slot.
Okay, totally done. I'll fix that. No worries. I'll fix that later. Okay, so you cast fog cloud and conjure up a spear, a 20-foot spear of fog. Begins spreading around, covering up where you heard the direction of the voices coming from. Frieden, you can hear one voice go, "Oh man, what's with all the fog? Something just came creeping in. Wait, wasn't the song dragon able to cast fog? She's nearby!" And you hear a bunch of running now.
Yeah. And she
Yeah.
starts like flying as quick as she can with the amount of water she has.
Okay. Then, Frieden, you take off into the air, slowly followed by Tallulah, which actually, let me double check. Oh, well, actually, Tallulah, you would be, you are actually considered 10 feet, 20 feet faster than Frieden. But due to the heavy water, you actually match Frieden in speed, flight. So even with the water, you're able to match up with Frieden as you both fly through the air, heading back to the cave. Speaking of going back to the cave to Gygus and Galatea, as y'all two are left alone in the cave. And while the other three take care of their business, Gygus, you're watching the your kobolds begin carving up an opening for the water, being directed by Stuart, who is looks like he's very like pretty much just trying to determine how deep it needs to be or how big it needs to be while keeping an eye on the Gripply. Galatea, you're kind of resting in your own patch and just relaxing next to all of your kobolds who are just still eyeing the Gripply. Like they're still trying to figure out. It looks like they're some of them are drooling a little bit, like they're getting hungry. And sure enough, at that site, some of your kobolds kind of tap you on the side and go, "Mistress, can we go hunt? We're getting bored here."
Yes, you may.
Thank you, mistress. And you see, the one looks at the others, looks at 4 other kobolds and goes, You, come, we're going hunting." And you hear all the other kobolds going, "Oh, I want to go hunt." Like, we can't all hunt. We gotta be here for mistress. True. Yeah, she is the prettiest one out of all of them, right? She's gorgeous. And you see all the kobolds are now. You're hearing all the kobolds are just like throwing praises at you, and Galatea just talking about your beauty and how you shine over the other dragons. Like they're literally throwing praises at you, and while the other 5 kobolds are dashing over to the cave to go hunt. But in the meantime, Galatea and Gygas, what are y'all gonna be doing for the hour, 2 hour you have?
I'm mostly just keeping watch.
Okay, Galatea.
Yeah, I'm making sure, keeping a watch over my little stuff in my corner. And if any of the little guys get too close, I'm just gonna swat them away with my tail.
Okay. The Gripplies mainly keep to their selves and just keeping an eye out. You see some of them are still holding their weaponry, just looking at all the kobolds who are easily outnumber them. And you see the Gripplies are just very terrifying what could happen. But it takes a little bit as y'all are keeping an eye out and just making sure everything more or less keeping the peace. Gygas, you would be the first one to notice as you see out of the corner of your eye coming from the pool of acid that's next to you. You seeing eyes are breaking the surface, and you recognize them belonging to the light blue scale cobalt who broke the surface, and they seem to be looking around for Mizuchi, but then look over at you, Gygas, and you see a lot of them are swimming towards your direction.
News.
You see that once again just do like a quick scan of the area to see if they can find Mizuchi, but after they can't find her, look at you, Gygas, and go, "We got sighting of the orcs. They are transporting everything they have and heading this way. They don't appear to be on a war path or anything like that from what we can tell. However, I don't understand why they would be traveling here, and it does seem like they're heading straight here, if anything. And we also Seward also sent some of us out to the east to see if we can find some early warning systems, I guess you can say, of those individuals that attacked the dragon goddess village."
What did you find?
So far, we're just setting everything up, but we saw Master Frieden and the new dragon goddess heading over. But by the time I got back, I believe we got word that they're on their way back. So they should be here within the hour.
Excellent work. I'm going to go keep an eye out up top.
course. And you see, goes back into the water and begins floating over towards the rest of the light blue cobalt. As you head out and begin scanning the sky just to keep an eye out. We'll go back to Mizuchi. The Mizuchi, as you're following on the trail, and it's not hard to keep an eye out for the trail as you're tracking it through the woods and following all the footprints and the wagon trail. And it doesn't take you long till you finally find what seems to be a quickly established, it looks to be a caravan that's moving through the woods. And you see a lot of the orcs that are there. And you see that the orcs number slightly increase in size. Not too drastically like the kobolds, but you see some, there seem to be newborn orcs and that are in the mix, and some are just starting to walk. And you see the chieftain and there seems to be pointing out and ushering the rest of the orcs forward. And you see the familiar orc son that seems to be with his black armor looking around, keeping his eyes out. And were you trying to be stealthy in the air or not at all?
Kind of, like, there's only so much I can do, but I was trying to kind of be a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Make me a stealth check to see how much.
Nope.
Yeah, definitely a little bit. As you're flying through the air, you catch sight of them, and you manage to, in the process, you cast a large shadow over the caravan, which causes a lot of the orcs to like look up over towards your direction. And you see the sun especially spots you and immediately runs over to the chieftain and begins pointing over your direction. And you see the chieftain looks up and kind of make eye contact with you and begin waving at you, like waving you down.
I'll swoop down.
Okay. Then you expertly fly down and set yourself on the ground nearby. And immediately the caravan stops, and you see all the orc begin slowly give you a short bow to their heads. And you see the chieftain comes up to you and go, "Mighty dragon, you have awoken. It is good to see you again."
It's good to see you too. Why? I came to check on your village. I saw smoke, and my reports told me that you guys were on the move.
Ah, yes. Do not worry, mighty dragon. We are relocating our home to be in a more better position, mighty dragon.
Is there a reason?
You see, he kind of just looks down a little bit, and it looks like he's really trying to choose his words carefully. And before he looks back up and goes, we seek to be more of use to you, mighty dragon. You and the rest of the mighty dragons. So we would like to get closer, if that is all right.
Insight check in.
Sure, make me an insight check.
Yep.
It's a bit hard to read. Just trying to study his body language. You haven't seen much of him, so you can't get all of his tales, but it's hard to read if he's telling the truth or not.
I mean, I don't see why not, but it's a sudden shift. You got your people more on the side of working with us. You squashed all this wanting to fight back against this business, even though we're not enemies by any means.
Of course, Mighty Dragon. We originally did not want to bring any harm to you or your kind. You have graciously allowed us to live where we are. We just wish to be more of use to you, so we would like to be closer.
Very well. There appears to be some sort of front attacking other villages in the area. Would you happen to know anything about that?
We were attacked by. Our village was attacked by a group of adventurers about a week and a half ago. Before we came here. That was over at the north. But, I haven't heard word of any other villages getting attacked.
Very well. Well then. There is a new dragon among us, for the moment at least, and she appears to be on the run from something. So if you hear of anything or anyone looking for her, I suppose you can send a message to us, especially if you're coming closer.
Of course, Mighty Dragon. However we may be of use to you.
Also, I don't know if the change has been more recent or not, but the kobolds in our service are very different now. Several different colors amongst them, depending on which one of us they like better, I think. I'm not entirely sure. Just know that if they look like one of us, they are with us, most likely.
Okay, Mighty Dragon.
Safe travels, I suppose. I need to get back and make sure all hell hasn't broken loose.
As you say, Mighty Dragon, safe travels to you too.
I'm gonna make direct eye contact with his son if he's right there.
Yeah,
Look him up and down for a second.
Yeah, he's there, and he's just locking eyes with you.
I'll nod to him again and then fly off.
Okay, as you begin to fly out, you hear, in draconic language, from the sun go, just simply, dragon.
Huh. Yeah, I keep going.
Okay. It's gonna take you, from this point, about an hour to get back. So, at this point, we'll go in and say, roughly around the same time, everyone meets back up near the island, flying over the acidic lake and heading onto the island. And Frida and Tallulah, you do see Mizuchi flying back as well, and all three of y'all see Gygus flying up ahead, and just keep an eye out for y'all. So.
Yeah, if I would have seen Frieden, I would have messaged him and just said, Tallulah's got some friends with her.
Well, it's good that you message yourself. No. That's always good.
Oh shit, did I say...
Yeah, he's like,
I didn't say Gygus? Damn, I messaged myself. And then I'm gonna add Gygus to the group chat.
Guy gets a fanatic. What the fuck is this?
Like, how do I get out of it?
Me on a social media.
Never leave.
Okay. So, yeah, Gygus, you get a message.
I'm just blinking. I stop in midair and just blinking confusion. Who? What?
Yeah, Gygus, you're hearing voices in your head. And it's not yours for some reason.
I didn't eat anything that weird, did I? Sounds like Frieden.
It is me. It is me. Don't worry. Don't worry, guys. Yeah, Tallulah has some fans, and they're trying to kill her. So I just think you would be so great at stopping them.
First, get out of my head! Second. Yes. I'm
Not
gonna
in your
go.
head.
I'm gonna
It's
look
just
around and try to find Frieden. I'm gonna immediately go towards him.
Okay. Easy enough. You make eye contact with Frida and torpedo over towards him.
First, don't be in my head. That's weird. Second, point me at them.
Mm, well, I'm sure they're kind of following us by this point. Tallulah did some little cloud magic and maybe threw them off for a second or two, but I mean, I've got to say, they are probably after that wonderful, wonderful performance she gave. You have to hear it, Gygus. But yeah, I can show you where they were, and I can even tell you what they were saying.
I think we should leave
Maybe
that
you
up.
should.
We should maybe. What does she call it? Make a plan.
You make a plan?
As much as I like to beat things up and eat things up, I don't want to die. I already learned that getting hurt hurts, and I don't like that.
No.
I like making things hurt. I don't like getting hurt.
Very fair point there, Gygus. I totally understand. Well, don't worry, I've got your back. I'll be watching from a safe distance and cheering you on.
You're stupid, but I appreciate it.
I think we should maybe go to the cave first and reconvene.
Yeah, go. Your little diggy dug hole has been finished.
Thank you. And Lula starts flying towards the cave.
Okay.
I'm gonna follow after, but I'm gonna sit on top of the cave and just keep watch.
Okay.
Oh, why do they keep smoking? Oh my god.
Okay. All y'all head over to the island. Mizuchi, you see the meetup between Gygus and Frieden, but you can't quite make out what they're saying from your distance. But y'all head into the cave, and as y'all head in, you see nothing really change in the 2.5 hours. You're seeing the Gripply surrounding Tallulah's horde and surrounding the basket, and just keeping an eye out. And as soon as you fly in Tallulah, they all kind of perk up and they begin like croaking out some notes like over towards you, like in a form of a greeting.
Lula like hums some notes back and lands near the hole that's been dug out.
Okay. Land near it and regurgitate the water that you consume into the hole.
Yep.
I mean, there's no other way to say it. Like that. Managed to fill up.
I'm thinking Toothless with the fish style.
You managed to fill up the hole rather nicely, and you see the Gripply just examines the now somewhat small little lake or a pond that's been filled, and you see they like begin touching the water and examining it, and they're nodding their heads and they're motioning for the. You good, Seth?
weed smells really bad.
Well, yes,
Oh, yeah, it does.
yeah, it does. You see the Gripply motions for the basket, and you see they quickly pick up the basket and bring it over to the pond and begin dunking it a little bit into the water, like slowly and steadily. And as soon as it fully submerged in the water, a lot of the Gripplies like hop into the water and begin swimming around. And you see the Gripply begins examining the eggs and looking at it. And you see one of the Gripplies look over to you, Tallulah, the one that's been speaking to you, and nods his head and goes, "The eggs are safe now. Oh, thank you."
I forgot to ask, do any of you have names? I got out of there really fast.
No worries. We go. Most of us are pretty young. The elder was supposed to give us our names after our successful first hunt. So a lot of us don't have names. But I
Okay.
do.
Okay.
They call me Greek.
Okay. Right. Thank you, Greek.
Of course, Great Spirit.
No, all the eggs are good.
So he kind of looks over and just examining the water, and soon some of the Gripplies pop their head open and they give a thumbs up towards you and Greek, and Greek goes, "They are safe."
Okay, good. Okay. Never mind. Good. Thank you, Greek.
Then, what are the rest of y'all doing? As everybody gets regrouped inside the cave.
Oh, okay, I am back now, yeah.
Yeah, you're back.
Okay. Well, You go
After
ahead.
you, Mizuchi, you usually have something very important to say, so lay it on us.
mhm. I did you guys relay the information like what Frieden heard?
I
the
w- I
specific
would have relayed-
terminology?
Not yet. I haven't said anything yet.
I would have relayed back to Mizuchi what her spice had said.
Okay, so I would know that there was some mention of Dragon Hunter and Guild, right?
Gygus wouldn't know about the Dragon Hunter Guild because Frieden didn't say anything about
Okay.
Dragon Hunter Guild.
Mhm.
Then what I was gonna say, I wouldn't say. I wouldn't say.
I would
anything.
relay whatever her scout had said, so. Something about the orcs on the move, blah blah blah. Probably nothing she already doesn't know.
Yeah. So you can go ahead. Mr. Frieden.
Oh, me.
yeah.
I don't know my name.
You should
Well,
mess
Mr.
yourself.
You do like talking to yourself.
Yeah, exactly. Well, Mizuchi, Galatea, now that we've got everyone here, I just need you all to know that we're being outshined a little bit by Tallulah. She's got some fans that are hot on her trail, and they are just completely enamored with her. And I mean, I am too. I mean, once you hear her sing, it's game over. I mean, like, she's just brilliant. But I say all this out of concern that she's bringing them here, and they really, really want to kill her.
Why?
Concerning.
Well,
What did you do?
if she's
Well,
being
they-
here, maybe we should get rid of her.
Well,
Do I hear this?
I'm not trying to hide it.
So yeah,
It was to get rid of you.
Well, I
I'm
mean,
just wondering if I'm preoccupied or not.
that's an interesting question, and I'm so glad that you've poised it here and brought it to the table because they did say that there was quite a big reward for bringing her ahead to their guildmaster. So, but I mean, like, she's a star. We can't get rid of a star.
I'm going to
She's
very
putting
like
us in
immediately
danger.
go in front of her and just like glare at everybody else.
Yeah. The guy just gets it.
She's putting us in danger. It's not our responsibility to protect her just because she showed up here.
Well, I wasn't.
That's. It's not unreasonable. If you can.
You make it sound like we can't fight off a couple of people.
Yeah,
There's
I'm not worried
5
about
of
the
us,
people.
and I can count up to 5.
Good job.
There are 4 of us. Alright, Frieden does not fight. He has never fought. He probably will never fight.
I
And
suppose
to be
maybe
honest,
he's gotten
Camilla
better.
doesn't really seem like she can fight either.
You can fight.
Oh, relax,
Why did you
Tallulah.
run?
They don't. Oh,
Why are you here? Why are you not still at your village? Why didn't you protect them?
I tried to. Just because I'm not the strongest doesn't mean I can't do something.
I mean, Tallulah, we kind of talked about this earlier. It's part of your arc. It's your storyline. You're a survivor. You're a survivor. You have to hold on to that. Right in this instant. You're pretty battered, man. I mean, like, I wouldn't fight if I were you. I mean, I guess I don't really want to speak for you here, but you count as 3 of us alone. What you're willing to step up to bat for her, right?
Oh, yeah. I'm not letting anybody get hurt. Any
I'm
of
not
us get hurt.
saying I'm against it. I mean, we all want our own things.
Just want to live.
Even if me and Galatea want the same thing, we need to get to a point where it's feasible. And I can't see how enlisting more help would be a detriment to that. What? Your Griplies, as you called them, are they useful?
To me, they have been. But
Well,
we've also just. They're also younger than the ones that I'm used to.
well, that just gives more time for them to be molded into whatever you like. I wouldn't mind more hands to help propel us to the highest echelons of this world.
Yes, those echelons cannot be reached without a little bit of violence, right, Mizuchi?
Well, of course, there's always going to be someone that reaches out with a sword rather than a hand, right?
I love that. I love that. Keep on. Keep it.
Does that sway your opinion, Galate?
My opinion?
No, I
Oh,
know
oh.
yours. Yours is on your sleeve. Oh. Oh, there you go. Okay, I was like,
Oh,
hello.
sorry, did it not pick up? Okay, I was talking a little bit, but. Well. I'm not exactly going to fight all of you, am I?
Well,
So-
while I wouldn't put it past you to try, I don't think that would be so for the best of any of us. think we're stronger together for the time being. If we have to fight over who gets what at some point, well, I won't hold back. But we should at least get there first.
Fair enough. For now.
See, I think that kind of settles it. I think you're welcome here for the time being. Just you have to pitch
Okay.
in.
Okay. Can do that.
Welcome to the clan.
What are we going to?
Mhm.
What are we going to do about the humanoids that want to kill me?
Get rid of them.
Well,
What else?
Oh,
why do you not know why they're after you?
But
Hmm.
well, they want to get rid of you, Tallulah, so I think that we should greet them with wide open arms and shove them into the acid lake when they get here. I mean,
We found the one thing that propels freedom and violence, protecting the singing person.
Frieden has earned extra respect points with Gygus.
I mean, I honestly, I don't know if Galatea's shocked, but Mizuchi's is shocked and concerned, kind of like looking. Can I do a medicine check to make sure he's okay?
Fucking sure. Why not? Just to see. Seems legit.
at this point, she's like, she doesn't know these people very well, but they seem strangely devoted to her, so she's kind of questioning if her song does have an effect on dragons after all, because she's very concerned right now.
yeah, Tallulah, I mean, like, sing for the people. I mean, I know you're under a little bit of duress right now, but hear me out. Galatea is a jealous bitch. Like, you can't just let her walk all over you like that.
Well, I was
Mizuchi
cultivating
is
and I wanted to
going,
cast vicious
turning around and
mockery
going,
on her, so-
I'm gonna tackle Frieden.
And I'm gonna dodge out the way.
Okay, well, I'm gonna need, some contested rolls. Galatea, I'll say you make me a strength check, Frieden. You make me, I'll say a dexterity check.
Honestly
So
hilarious.
good. I'm
Oh,
always
no.
so good at these. So
Okay.
good at these.
Yep, Frieden, you get tackled to the ground by Galatea.
So good at these. And while I'm on the ground, I'm like, see, Tallulah, she's just proving my point, man.
I'm gonna bite him.
Okay, you go ahead and bite.
I'm gonna cast Vicious Mockery on her then.
I feel like I should
I
stop
mean, you
this,
did that
but
already.
I'm too amused.
Yeah, I did technically already do that.
Sally
Is this
got
supposed
Sally Galatea. That would miss.
Galatea fell for the taunt.
it was
What's
super.
the vicious mockery
It was
do
super
again?
effective. Oh my god, a flamingo! Holy shit!
Galatea,
Huh?
I need you to make me a wisdom save, please.
Oh, also sorry.
Oh boy. Yeah, I'm not very wise.
Nope, you failed that one. So, yep, you take 3 points of psychic damage, and you have disadvantage if you try to attack him again.
Oh man.
Yep, it's your call. What do you want to do? If
I'm
you,
gonna fucking.
go ahead.
I'm gonna attack him. I'm gonna
Okay.
bite him.
Then, with that, it will begin combat as you have engaged in a fight.
Can I
But-
try and separate them?
On that note, we will go ahead and end tonight's session.
Dude.
I was trying to decide whether or not I should go into my blood frenzy.
Dude.
We will
Oh,
go.
don't do that.
And we'll go ahead and end tonight's session with Galatea and Frieden having a fight. So it will start combat. So next time we play the dragon session, it will be at the start of a fight. We will go ahead and I'll explain this next time we play as well. But we'll say that we'll give one round to run the round of combat to both of them, and the next round I'll give you all the chance to either enter the combat or just decide to stay out of it and watch. So,
Valid.
so yeah, we will see how this turns out. Next time we play. Yeah, next time we play. But huh.
Lula is just like freaking out in the corner. It's like,